Good morning, Trouble. How you doing? Good. Just wanted to get a okay. I'm running this story today for my people. Okay? Thank you. Good morning, all my queen, kings, and things. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Yes, I'm back again, up bright early. I'm ready to bring you a good one this morning. This is a story about a husband of a missing woman. She's been missing ever since July 31st. This is a police officer for the Manassas Park Police Department. He said that the mother is considered to be missing under involuntary circumstances after not being seen since July 31st. So I'm gonna bring you two sides to this story. This first side is coming from the news station WSA 9. We're gonna see. I just want to listen in. I did listen to maybe a minute of this story. I honestly, guys, I can't put my finger on it just yet. Well, within a minute of a story, who can? But this time, I don't see it yet. But let's keep watching. I say, let me bring this to the people. All my queen, kings, and things, we got to figure this one out. Let's go ahead and talk about this one.
Has been going on the last couple days, weeks.
Yeah, it's been very terrible time, like we are just, like my baby and then myself, we are just waiting minute and second, every minute and second, just waiting like to get the, I don't know how to explain.
How are you doing?
I don't know. I'm like frustrating.
How long have you guys been married? 3 years, you said?
Plus.
Talk to me about your relationship, what, the last couple of months, how have you guys been?
Yeah, it's been like, very good, like, since like few months, like before that, one time we have like some argument.
So there's been a little bit of discrepancy in the day you last saw her. Talk to me about the last time you saw her.
In the evening of the Wednesday, we were here and then we ate together. Yes.
What did she say? What was she like? Did she...
We don't have like any type of that, it was like normal day, like other regular days, just, like, we were taking care of our babies. Just like, she was like, working on the kitchen, like after like, eating dishes and then stuff like that, I just went upstairs with my baby.
Okay, and you went to sleep or? Yes. Okay, and then what happened next? When was she supposed to go to work that night?
Yeah, we work early in the morning, yeah, like about like, 5:30, like around 6 we supposed to leave from the home.
But she left the night before.
No, like Thursday supposed to she at work. On Thursday she's supposed to at work.
So Wednesday night though, what happened there? You went to sleep, where was she?
Oh, so she was like working in the kitchen and then right there, like usually like, if I have to work, like I go there and then sometimes, in the morning we do not disturb because of the baby, like who is not working, we do not disturb to, another person. So, keep taking care of the baby and then, slightly left the home and then go for work. That's what the regular schedule is.
So she never came to sleep though?
Yes, he came, like I heard like, noise, something like that, like she came, like, she was here doing like dishes and then stuff like that, I heard that, like some type of noise, but like, you don't, like pay much attention like that because that is the regular schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't normally sleep together at night?
Oh, we do sometimes, like if we have work, sometimes, like if we feel like, more relaxed, like, we go like, there is like two separate areas.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then sometimes, like one sleep on the floor and then sometimes, like another person sleep on the bed. Usually like, we do not want to disturb our baby. That's why, like we try to, like minimize our noise, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay. So police came to the home and what did they say to you? Because you didn't initially report her missing. Why is that?
Like on the next day, when the, like on the first day when like she did not come at home in the evening, and then I check around, like usually where she go for hang around and then stay for with the friends. Just I check from the outside and then I thought like she went like before something like that. So I just came back and then sleep with the baby. And then next day once I wake up like a little bit later, I was working in the kitchen with the babies. And then police say like, she's not at work, she's at home. Then I realized very seriously. Then I, talk to police, and then I say like, stay here, just talk to police, and then why she did not, at work, this and that, and then I really start, and then I say like, I'm gonna file it. So police suggest me like, it's just, if it happens before, search around, and then if you are like tired of searching, you can file it. And then very next day, and then I text to the police officer, hey, like I already search everywhere, and then he respond me, in the text message. And then later on, like, it's a long text message, he said like, okay, now you can, officially file it, call 911. And then that's what I did after that. And then, yeah.
Has she ever gone missing before?
What do you mean?
You said to me on the phone that she's left before.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. How many times? What were the circumstances? Did you call police?
No, at that time we never called police. Like at that time altogether 3 times, she went out. At that time she has a demand because our parents were here, and then she said like, she wanna send parents back, and then she wanna stay only with 3, our baby and then ourselves.
Okay, but this time she didn't leave with the baby.
No. No, before as well, like, baby, she always leave baby here. She do not take the baby.
She never took the baby?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Did she leave with any belongings? Did she leave with a car?
No, most of the belongings are here, but like, her regular stuff, paperwork or stuff like that, like she usually put her on a bag, stuff like that. Other than that, most of the stuff are here.
So somebody at the press conference today said that her passport was missing.
Because, like a passport and then stuff like that, because she started new job here, and then usually she put on the bag, and then passport is not here. Because on the passport there is a stamp, which work as a work permit. That's why maybe like, she took with her.
I know some people got pretty upset with you today. What is your message to them?
Just like, be calm, like help. Our main focus is help finding my wife and my baby's mom, and then cooperate with the police, and then, just go in a positive way.
Do you have any idea where she could be at this point?
Yeah, wherever, like, I have doubted, I already, personally, I carry my baby, and then personally I went there, and then I already tackled it.
Where would that be?
Falls Church, and then other places, yeah.
You mentioned to me on the phone that you're the one suffering tonight. You mentioned...
Yeah, I'm the sufferer one. I'm the sufferer. My baby and then myself, like, we are suffering the most.
What do you say to her if she's watching this right now?
If she is watching, come back, whatever is the issue, like, we can fix it. Please.
Did you guys have any sort of fight before?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you hear the people at the press conference today talking about how...
I was there with the baby, but like I stay for like, hour or something like that. After that, baby is keep crying, so somebody dropped me off here.
You don't know where she is at all? No idea?
No idea.
Thank you for speaking with me. I appreciate it.
Was missing since last week, and for days we've been there as friends, neighbors, even strangers came together to search for her. Tonight, Katie Lesso has an update from the friend who says she was the last person other than the family to speak with the missing mother.
Time may be ticking, but Nadia Navarro says she's holding out hope.
I'm still hopeful. I still believe in miracles.
That her friend Mamta Kaflabat is okay.
I really do believe that Mamta is out there.
She's organized searches, hung up hundreds of flyers,
City Hall that's over there,
and launched social media accounts. The latest update from Manassas Park Police came Thursday night. They released a timeline. She was seen at work on July 27th, spoke to a friend on the 28th. That friend, Navarro says, is her. She told WUSA 9 she had several missed calls from Mamta, but says they also exchanged texts.
She really wanted me to come over, and that's something I'm still confused about.
She hasn't heard from her since, but says she's been replaying that conversation over and over. Police say the last person who saw her was her husband at their Manassas Park home on July 31st. We spoke with him Wednesday.
We don't have like any type of that, it was like normal day, like other regular days.
He told us he went to bed with their baby and never saw her again.
Don't know where she is at all. No idea.
No idea.
On August 2nd, police went to her home for a welfare check after she didn't show up to work and spoke with her husband. He says because she's gone missing before, they told him to keep searching for her. On August 5th, he reported her missing. Since then, police have remained tight-lipped about their investigation. Friday night, a group gathered outside the Manassas Park Police Department.
We were frustrated that we don't have any communication from the government authorities. More days passed by without knowing her what is happening. We're fearful that something bad happened to her.
In a statement, Mayor Jeanette Rochelle wrote that the police department is working very hard, that not everything can be shared because that might compromise the investigation. In the meantime, the community has rallied together to try and find her, giving hope to Navarro.
There are good people in the world. That's how we can still function as a society, and it gives me hope and reassurance. And I'm so happy that so many people are as worried for Mamta as I am.
Now, police say her husband and friends have been cooperative with their
The news station Fox 5 in Washington, D.C. did an interview with the husband. There's some confusion over some things that's being said, I guess, by the husband. We'll tackle that. Let's watch this one. Again, this is the Family and Community Search for Missing Woman.
Yeah, the big story tonight at 5, it has been 2 weeks since a local mother was last seen.
Her family and friends demanding answers. They want help and information from police. Fox 5's Lily Zhang live tonight with the latest after a big interview today. Lily?
Marina and Jim, good evening to you. So there's still a few people outside the police department right now. They were part of a crowd of about 80 a little bit earlier. Now, there is frustration. There's anger amongst this group. They want answers. They want to know what has happened here. Now, again, we did also speak with this woman's husband a little earlier. He tells us his whole world has turned upside down.
There wasn't any reason, even we do not have any conflict. It's been since April, we do not have any conflict, or we do not have any any type of argument or disagreement. We do not have that.
This is the husband of Mamta Kafal. We spoke with him one-on-one today, as there is some confusion from family and some friends over the timeline from when she was last seen to when the police report was filed. Mamta works in healthcare. Her husband says he works in IT, so he says he's used to both of them working long and sometimes irregular hours. He says that she did not return home on August 1st. That is one day after she was last seen. He also told us today that he thought she maybe needed some time to herself. He says the police report was not filed until August 5th because he thought he was following the instructions that he says he was given from police, that he waited until all efforts were exhausted. We learned today from a rally outside of the police department that she actually had left home before. That is according to a close friend who spoke before the crowd. Now, she says the difference is that she let someone know last time, such as family. This time, nobody knows where she is. This friend, Mamta, has actually stayed with her for a few days earlier this year.
A couple of weeks after that, she left again. She went to a vultures to one of the Nepalese. I don't know. She found it from the sada.com. So she stays there for almost 8 days. But her husband was able to follow her, where she's able to living in the apartment. So he convinced her to hey, okay, we were gonna work out and everything. And after that, this was all this conversation in February.
Now, we also know that police were at the home of this couple today. The husband says that they were asking him about things like routines, their relationship, things that he says he has disclosed in the past. We also did ask police today for an update. All they were able to tell us is that they are following up on possible leads. Guys.
We start at the top of the new details of the case of a missing Northern Virginia mother. Mamta Kafal was last seen almost 2 weeks ago in Manassas Park.
And that is where we find Fox 5's Nana Singabonsu with the very latest details in this investigation. Nana?
Jim and Angie, good evening. So Mamta Kafal, the last time she was seen was at her residence was on Wednesday, July 31st. Well, the police chief here in Manassas Park is sharing with Fox 5 that his officers actually did a welfare check on Friday, August 2nd. A lot of people close to Mamta, her friends, are questioning the timeline of this investigation and also trying to figure out when exactly police confirmed she was missing.
The timelines are not
aligning.
The last time Nadia Navarro heard from her friend was just days before she went missing.
July 28th probably is the last time she tried to contact me.
Okay. Did you guys speak, or it was a missed call?
It was a missed call.
She didn't think anything of it till she saw this poster online that her 28-year-old friend, Mamta Kaful, is missing.
I was like, that's strange. We had just been planning a sleepover and to see each other.
The two were roommates back in 2021 when Mamta's husband was deployed.
Mamta was more like a big sister to me.
Mamta and her husband later moved into a home in Manassas Park where they were raising their 11-month-old baby.
She loved her baby more than anything else in the world.
And now friends of Mamta's like Nadia are questioning why she would just up and leave her little girl. According to Manassas Park Police, Mamta was last seen at her home on Wednesday, July 31st. On Friday, August 2nd, one of her co-workers called police worried, asking for a welfare check. When officers arrived to the house, they spoke with her husband, who didn't say anything about her being missing. Police left, and days later, on Monday, August 5th, her husband called police to report her missing. Police pushed out this missing flyer on social media on Thursday, August 8th. When we went to Mamta's home on Monday, her husband told us he called police on Friday, August 2nd, and they came to the house.
When did you report her missing?
Friday. Officially, police knows on Friday.
But according to police, her employer at the hospital called in. We're told Mamta is a pediatric nurse.
Community is very devastated.
Since her disappearance, her co-workers and friends have come together. Nadia created a donation campaign.
The money has gone into flyers. That was what it was for originally.
But now, since Manassas Park Police tells us they've, quote, conducted searches with negative results, they're planning their own search for a friend, mother, daughter, and wife.
We purchased whistles and vests, and we're going to buy some flashlights so that we can start conducting our own searches as well.
Now, in addition to supplies for this search that the group is organizing, Nadia tells me that some of the money through the GoFundMe page will also be used to pay for.
Well, tonight, concerns over a missing Virginia mother grow even stronger. The 28-year-old has not been seen in more than 2 weeks. Family, friends, and loved ones are ready for her to come home. Aliana Golden spoke with community members today as they continue their search.
So frustrated. All community members are frustrated because one child is alone in home without her mother, and we can feel the pain.
Another day, another group holding signs of Mamta Kafliwat's face outside Manassas Park Police Headquarters.
Just like very kind-hearted, always a smiling girl.
Mala Sharma is her former co-worker. The two worked together before Bott moved to UVA Health Prince William Medical Center, where she's a nurse.
We all are like getting together. It's not only Nepali community, like all people are getting together.
It's been a strong show of community these near 3 weeks as people from across Manassas Park and beyond have banded together to look for her as Manassas Park Police continue their investigation.
Trying to search, we are like gathering people. We are trying our best to help Mamta and Mamta's family.
Loved ones are asking the police department to put out updates about Mamta's case as soon as possible.
So we just want an answer, like what they have investigated till now, what they know about it, so that we can help them if we can.
Just this week, police shared the timeline of Mamta's disappearance. On July 27th, Mamta was last seen at work. She spoke to a friend the very next day before going missing on the 31st. On August 2nd, police conducted a welfare check, and on the 5th, Mamta's husband officially reported her missing. From August 5th through the 8th, Manassas Park Police detectives tell us they conducted an extensive investigation into her disappearance. Now, her close circle and far beyond is ready to see her come home. How do you keep hope that she may turn up alive?
It's very hard. In back of our mind, maybe not, but just like thinking positive that she will come back.
In Manassas Park, Liana Golden, 7 News.
On to a really concerning story. A Manassas Park mom has been missing for nearly 2 weeks now, and police say it's believed Mamta Bott did not disappear on her own.
That's the worrisome thing here. And while police say they're investigating all possible circumstances, loved ones are anxious to get out the word about her disappearance. 7 News reporter Rebecca Turco joins us live this afternoon.
And Rebecca, you just got an update from police. They have some new details about the days leading up to when Bott was reported missing.
We're getting more of a sense of the timeline now tonight. The chief tells me that officers went to her home on August 2nd for a welfare check after getting a request from her employer. This was 2 days after she'd been last seen or heard from. And on August 5th, that's when her husband reported her missing.
A crowd of people gathered with flyers and signs, anxious to get the word out about a local mother who's been missing for almost 2 weeks. Mamta Kafal Bott.
I need an answer. We need an answer.
Police say it's not in Mamta's routine to be gone this long, so it's believed she didn't leave on her own. Her friend Nadia Navarro, who brought everyone here today, says Mamta wouldn't just abandon her 10-month-old.
Even if she was desperate, even if she might have been facing something, she wouldn't have left her daughter. She was very self-sacrificial that way, no matter what would have been happening.
The chief tells me the last time anyone had contact with Mamta was July 31st, and that her husband reported her missing 5 days later. 3 days after that, police put the word out on social media.
For them to be waiting 3 days, that's kind of shocking to me. And I don't understand why, and I'm frustrated and I'm disappointed.
I asked the chief about these timing concerns. He told me she was entered as missing into the law enforcement database immediately, and that detectives started investigating from there before putting together the flyer. That's not enough of an answer for Nadia. She's concerned about her friend, and she wants police to make this a bigger case.
She was not the kind of person to ever try to worry me, even if something was wrong. I would ask her how things were. She would always say, everything's good, everything's always good. And I thought that because she was always saying that, but I don't.
Rafael Sanchez Cruz is hearing from Bott's husband. Rafa, what is he saying? Yeah, Lorenzo, friends and family are having a hard time tonight understanding why the missing persons case was published just 4 days ago. Today, I did ask Mamta's husband why the delay. He said he didn't want to talk about it. That was a question for police.
I have around 500 flyers.
In this parking lot, Nadia Navarro has started another day searching for her friend, 28-year-old Mamta Kafal Bott.
I last heard from her personally July 28th. She called me a couple times, but I was asleep. And I got a call from someone I met at Mamta's baby shower, and she was asking me if I knew where Mamta was.
Police say Mamta was last seen in Manassas Park on July 31st. Friends tell us the pediatric nurse never made it to her scheduled shift at Inova Hospital in Fairfax on August 1st.
Mamta is not an impulsive person. She's a very responsible person. She's a very calm person. So to hear that she might be missing, I really doubt that she would run away.
Nadia says she doesn't believe her former roommate would ever leave her 10-month-old daughter.
I could probably get some reprinted so we'd have extras maybe.
What started as a campaign to spread awareness about her friend's disappearance has led to community search groups. People that don't even know Mamta, like Autumn Parker, feeling compelled to show up for the missing mother.
And I really want to feel like if something happened to one of us, that our community would come out and be a huge part of that response. And I didn't see that, so I want to do what I can, that's all.
Outside of the Manassas Park Police Department, we found Mamta's husband, who had been inside for hours.
I'm suffering from a lot.
I know, yeah, and we're obviously trying to do our part because it's been so long. I asked him what his message to the community was to help him find his wife. To help her bring her home if they see her. That's the message? Okay, to help her bring her home. So you wouldn't want to just say,
no, you see her? That's the message.
Now, we did reach out to Manassas Park Police to know why there's been a delay, but we haven't heard back. Of course, investigators are asking the community to help out if they know about her whereabouts, to please give them a call immediately. Again, this is an ongoing investigation. I'm live in Manassas Park. Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9. Yeah, hopefully your friends and family will get those.
Okay, my queen kings and things. We already watched a part of it. And as you can tell, I had to go change my clothes. Mama had to put on a new suit. The reason why the queen had to put on a new suit is because I couldn't get to the bottom of it. I don't know if it was a language barrier thing with me, with this guy, but something just wasn't right. And it just makes me feel as though we're being manipulated. We're being manipulated by someone who's condescending and a narcissist. He may come off one way to the people. He may come off one way in the eyes. But guess what? We don't know what Mamta went through in that home. We don't know because for some reason it seems as though there was an issue with his mom or his family. And if you listen to him throughout this conversation, you've heard him say on multiple occasions that that's his baby. I don't understand how they get to be just his baby alone. I'm going to go ahead and play this while we're not going to hear a voice. You're just going to hear me because we've already listened to him already. There's some sort of language barrier here. And I also believe that language barrier is like intentionally being used against us. It's something that's just not clicking with me. I don't understand why have he not been out to any of the searches. If he has, they haven't shown that. They haven't shown him go out to any searches. When they were doing the questioning, he quote unquote couldn't stay there because his baby started crying. I guess he went through fertility stages too. He get a monthly like we do. I don't know. Something isn't right. Mamta left him before. When she left before, she went to a friend's. Why did this friend not ask, what's wrong? Why have you left? And if you notice, while she was with the friend, she left again. And she left and went somewhere for 8 days. He found her. And he said to her, oh, we can work this out. We can make this work. What is everybody hiding? Why did she leave from the jump? How long ago was it that she left the first time? Because if the baby is 10 months now, how long ago was it that she left her baby that was even younger? And he said it. Every time she leave, she never take his baby. So she don't have the right, or she didn't have say so. Something is wrong. This young lady worked in a pediatric department in the hospital. She's a nurse. She's a pediatric nurse. They're clingy to babies all day. I've been in and out those hospitals. I've seen how nurses get attached to those kids as well. Something is not sitting right. Nobody actually thought to ask this young lady, are you happy at home? Why did you come? Why did you leave? Why didn't you go back? Why didn't you take the baby? None of y'all asked that. The husband reported her on August the 5th. Something is quite conflicting. I'm just not understanding. What is going on? Why this woman keep leaving? Were there any issues? He said, oh, we had a happy life because she was a happy wife. Then why did she leave her happy baby? The baby was only crying when you took him to the reporting thing because the baby know you wasn't telling the truth about something. So that baby went to crying like hell. That baby say, Daddy not telling the truth. He done moved mommy from this house, or somebody did. She's left not total. If you really think about it, she's left 3 times. She ran to the friend house. Then the friend said she ran away again and went somewhere for 8 days. That's when he said we could work this out. Now this is the 3rd time that she's left. Unless I got the story conflicted or the girl didn't speak it right. It sounded like a total of 3 times. Now this is the 3rd time, but this time she didn't come back. But last time she left, everybody knew she was leaving, but nobody stopped to ask, why am I leaving my happy house? It looks like they got a pretty beautiful, decent home. So why would she want to leave from her 2-story home with her newborn baby just about? That baby's a toddler. Something's not sitting good. I don't know if the friends are hiding that they were fighting. It seems like anytime there's another cultural difference, they're allowed to bring their different cultures over into our country, because seems like it's certain things you can say and certain things you can't. If these friends know this young lady and they're out doing this stretch of a search, why didn't you stop and ask your friend or your ex roommate, what's wrong? What made you leave? Is everything at home okay? None of them stopped to ask that. She's leaving her kid. She ran away with one girl, then left that girl and went for 3 more days. Nobody stopped to say, either this young lady have a mental issue or is something literally going on in the house. Something not sitting good with me. That mean there's some gray in between. The next thing is this language again. I don't know if it's his language barrier that's making me not trust him, or it's just the way he looking. If you look at him right here, he's looking like, okay, whatever, you guys are still at my house. You know, she's gone. Damn, you know, whatever. I got the baby. Y'all should be more worried about the baby than her. Look at him. Something's wrong. Something is wrong here. She never took her baby. Why would she never take the baby with her? That, you're right. I don't know either. I don't understand it. And if you notice, he don't remember anything else. He doesn't remember anything else that's going on. He don't see that she took anything. What type of narcissistic, controlling husband is paying attention to papers? He didn't see no clothes or anything. Oh, but she took the regular papers. She worked at a hospital. What papers are she going to take there? Everything is patient information. So why would she have anything like that at home? And then you're noticing she took her passport. So you're noticing certain papers and you're noticing the passport. There's no way you notice this, sir. You notice this because you moved all that stuff out that damn house. And we need you to bring it back. We need you to bring it back and tell us what happened to Mamta. You ain't going to tell us what happened to Mamta. I don't understand why at this point, in order for us to rule you out, we need you to do a lie detector test. That's the only way we can rule him out. See, I came here with my gray on. You see my silver? I came because it was kind of gray in between. It was smoky. I said I need to get dressed up, but it's smoky occasion. Y'all see it. The queen need to be dressed up because it's a smoky occasion right here. That smoky occasion mean something ain't right. The same way he looking with that little peacock alfalfa. See that back there? That alfalfa hair thing? There's some truth that's not sticking out for me. There's nothing about this that's leading me to the truth. Hey, y'all make y'all decisions on it. I don't think I have any other questions. Don't seem like my questions gonna get answered anyway. Then she asked her friend to come over. Hey, friend. You ain't think to say, come over for what? Is everything all right then when she said, hey, why don't you come over? If you felt like she was calling you over because she was distressed or something was wrong, you didn't hear that in your friend's voice. Or if she just called you over because she wanted you to have a cup of hot cocoa, say that. Oh, you know, she called me over and I regret not going over and I regret, and it was a miss girl or something that y'all ain't telling something. Y'all knew something about this marriage. Y'all knew this lady probably was unhappy. Or if this lady was taken, I don't understand why nobody knows it. I'm not sure what's going on here. I can only tell you it's some gray. I hope that the Manassas Police Department get to the bottom of it. My suggestion, recommendation, in order to even rule him out and even start looking at other prospects, I think you should get a lie detector test on him. Because if you don't get a lie detector test, there's no other leads to lead that anybody else had a problem with this lady. She was only running from her house. She was only running from his family. And then it looked like he kicked her out from her own baby. I don't know what the story is at this point. All I could tell y'all was this was my opinion. This is your girl, Queen Dee. She said it. I can't take it back. I'll see y'all next time. Leave me a comment. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe. I tell you what, if you don't do any of that, I just say get to know me. I tell you what, send me a story too if you have something that we need to dissect together, because our job is get to the bottom of things. This is your girl, Queen Dee. And yes, I know I'm nothing but a chatterbox. I can't help it.